Oh, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is Never Fail, bringing you some more Black Ops 2 domination, playing on the map Meltdown. Anyway, this would be, I don't know if this would be episode 2 or 3 of the subscriber suggested creative classes. And it's not going to be the greatest gameplay in the world, but it's not too bad. And I will try to get a better gameplay with it going forward, but it's just a setup that a little freaky. I hadn't got used to it yet. I mean, it's not a bad setup, just hadn't got used to using a stock on a burst fire weapon yet, so it's a little different. But anyway, this class is lightweight, scavenger, dexterity, C4, EMP grenade, M8A1, primary gunfighter using quick draw handle stock and fast mags. And of course, I have my lovely diamond camo. Believe it or not, I believe this gun was actually the hardest one for me to get the diamond camo for, and since I was using it this game, I figured it's a good time to talk about my struggles with this gun and why I don't get it. In all honesty, especially with how fast you can fire this thing, man, I can't really say it's a true burst fire type weapon, man, because you can pound the shit out the trigger, and it's a little bit harder to pound the trigger and maintain accuracy as I'm about to get, C4 like a champion. But it's a little bit harder to do that. But still, it shouldn't be too difficult. And in all honesty, I'm actually kind of thankful with the class setup suggestion that the sub gave me, because it's probably the best setup I've played with using this gun so far. So thank you, sir, my good man. But the toughest thing for this class setup for me is not using scavenger, or not using toughness, especially on a burst fire weapon. I've gotten so used to using toughness that not having it, a little bit challenging to say the least. But with that said, it's not too bad. View kick's still stupid and a pain in the ass and all that shit. As that's why I threw the EMP grenade, man. EMP grenades, hellacious range, they last forever, so you can get lots of great assist points. And 2 EMP assist is essentially the same as a fucking kill, so I will takes it all day, every day. But, oh yeah, forgot to mention, the streaks were running counter UAV, lightning, and orbital VSAT. But anyway, back on topic. The M8A1, if I had to compare it to any previous burst fire gun in a Call of Duty that I've played, I would probably compare it to the Type 95. Because once you threw rapid fire on a Type 95, you could pound the shit out the trigger on there, and it would really, really rip some shit up. Very strong gun. You know, you could get 1 burst kills, 2 burst kills max most of the time, unless your aim is off. And see, I didn't do half bad with a Type 95. I actually did pretty good with that on MW3, which makes my struggles with this gun even more mind-boggling. Now, it's a possibility that due to the Infinity Ward connections, generally speaking, are better than Treyarch connections. So a burst fire gun, connections do in fact matter. But I can look at a Black Ops 1, and I would compare this favorably to the G11, which was also a beastly ass burst fire gun that I struggled with at first, but once I got used to it, it wasn't too bad. And I have like 14 or 1500 kills with this gun, so I mean, I've had time to get used to it. I just still suck with it, and I think a lot of that is just my aim. My aim's probably gotten worse as I've gotten older. And yeah, aim not too good, man. And if you have good aim, this gun is absolutely fucking devastating, in all honesty. So I'm still gonna continue to try to use it and get better with it. But the stock on this gun, and at first I was kind of skeptical of using stock on a burst fire gun, because in my opinion, burst fire guns, as I pick up the merciless, but burst fire guns are more geared toward precision aim. So I don't really want to spam the fuck out the trigger, but at the same time I should with this gun, because of the fact that it has such a fast fire rate. The only thing with that is you can burn through a clip real fast, and this gun reloads slow as shit. So if you're going to use it, I would actually suggest fast mags, and I'm not a big advocate of using fast mags in this game, but I would suggest it with this gun because of the reload time being pretty damn slow, and I get shit on right there. I didn't expect him to turn that way. But it really is, if you really look at it, it's probably one of the top, I'd say third best assault rifle, worst, at worst. And I really shouldn't be struggling with it the way I do, man, because my aim actually is better with this gun than it is with the other guns. And I mean, it's probably about 2/10 better, or 2 whole percentage points better. So I mean, that's not a small amount. So I should do better with this gun than I do, but I just don't, man. My KD with it's lower than all my other guns, pretty much, with the exception of like the KSG, and I had to run off a B there, which pissed me off because I didn't have flat jacket. But it's okay, lightweight stock, much superior to being able to survive a grenade or two. And keep in mind those 2 cylinders, I'm pretty sure they blew up earlier, but keep it in mind because it comes back to haunt me later on in the game here. And in this game, I think I was playing with a couple of guys. I know Murky Man was in here with me. I can't remember if we had somebody else. But it really is to the point now in this game where I want to always have somebody to play with so I can at least keep myself entertained talking even when shit's going terrible. I do have a couple of games from this morning's session, as of the time of this recording, not when it gets loaded, where we had some really, really close fucking domination games, and the scores from my end as far as kills and deaths weren't great, but I may upload at least one of those because they were really intense games and we had to fight like hell to win the game. And that's always entertaining, right? But anywho, back to the M8A1. The burst on it is powerful. It's 4-round burst, if I'm not mistaken. The speed of which you can burst it is outstanding. It's if you got good aim, it's devastating. That's why you see people, MLG players and shit, use it, because they have good aim. See, that's that bullshit right there. Them things was already exploded. I know they were. Pissed me off, man. I really did start cussing when that happened in the game. And I get sniped. Curse you. He was using the thermal. But I don't know, maybe if I play with it more using the stock now that I'm starting to really kind of get used to the stock. And it took me a second, but this wouldn't be like my second game or third game using the stock on it. And it took me a hot little second to get used to it this morning. Yeah, I got this game same time. They're in the same play session. But it took me a second to get used to having the stock on it. But I'm play around with it more with the stock now because it seemed to do a lot better for me having the stock than it did without it. And that's not surprising. But hopefully I can continue to get better with the gun. And that was a nice shot from that dude with KSG. I don't even get mad at people killing me with KSG anymore. Hopefully I can continue to get better with it. I don't like to struggle with guns that are really good in the game. I mean, I shouldn't. I shouldn't struggle with them, but I do. And I don't get it. I don't know what the hell happened right there. Murky Man was actually cussing because he's like, how the hell that dude just freeze in place? I'm guessing he was lagging out or some shit. Now sometimes this gun seems very inconsistent. I'll say that as we start to close the video here. But it seems inconsistent and doesn't want to, give me the kills I think it should based off the amount of bullets I hit him with. Anyway, final score like 25-8. Hope you enjoyed it.